Hey guys, I got this replay off of Liquipedia of Renault Vitality versus Complexity, and I just thought we need to watch their gameplay and see what we can learn from it. So the first thing I'm noticing, as a diamond player who's not going to pick up almost anything, is, well, KDAP has an amazing wall read first of all, but Scrub does a good job getting behind him. Fairy Peak's playing fairly far up because he knows that hit is coming in. So he's doing a great job there. K-Dot plays far back, but he's kind of waiting around because he's almost expecting that shot to come to the corner. Scrub wasn't there for that, but he's rolling back. They're not both going for this ball. K-Dop's immediately taking a position where he thinks that challenge losing might turn out to go back to that corner. It doesn't turn out that way. When they see the ball gets kicked out to mid here and that they are back here, they do a very good job reading that this is not their ball challenge, that Greasy has the best chance to get to it because the ball's direction is heading towards him as he's coming out to midfield. So now, Kate Up and Fear Peak take a defensive position, but let's see how that plays out. Do they both get in each other's way or share that role? So they share that role. Fairy Peak knows his job here. Play goal line back. And K-Dop starts pushing forward to challenge it. So hopefully he can get an early challenge and give Fairy Peak an easy clear off of it. K-Dop challenges. It almost looks like a fake challenge here because he goes really low on the ball. Almost, and then he's able to come back fairly quickly here. But that challenge means that guy had to play the ball. Let's Fairy Peak get up on it and stop that from potentially becoming a goal. Meanwhile, Scrub Killer, he's circling around where Fairy Peak was to just in case things go sour. Reads it beautifully. And now look at this play up. Scrub Killer hits the ball up midfield. And where are Fairy Peak and K-Dop? They're not at their goal anymore. They're already starting to push up because they can see momentum. This push is happening, and Complexity's got the right idea. Magnus is heading on his way back. Greasy's heading on his way back, and looks like Flakes is falling through the air. Now this is interesting because Scrub Killer, instead of sort of popping up and having Kate up take it, he carries the ball himself. I guess that's because of the speed of Magnus' movement here. K-Dop wouldn't have had a chance to get that in time. He would have been beat, so the Scrub Killer decides to take it on his own and try and give K-Dop a read over here. But Fairy Peak's doing a great job here. He's staying back because he knows that if that goes sour, it's not going to bounce over here. It's going to bounce over here into this corner. So that ball takes an unfortunate bounce up. K-Dop almost goes up for it, but he allows Scrub to keep following the ball. Or maybe they both realize that Greasy's got this play. And where's Fairy Peak? He's still back because he knows from this position, where's that ball going to go? It's going to hit the ceiling or go straight across right by the ceiling into their corner. That's great positioning because he's also facing this way while being in this spot right here. So that gives him the ability to stay in this corner or immediately boost over this way. So yeah, he's ready for that hit. That ball that's beaning itself into their area is now being cleared out. K-Dop loses the 50-50. Now this is a bit scary because Flakes easily gets it by them, but the way Scrub Killer's reading this, he's very non-committed either way. He could either turn and come back if he wins it, or he's in a good spot to head back here. Fairy Peak's out of the play, so he's going to probably rotate behind Scrub, I would imagine, in this play. Yeah, so now Scrub takes that, and Fairy Peak's behind him. K-Dop's now trying to get back into position, stealing boost on his way back to make the most efficient use of his time. And also seeing the shot come in for maybe a redirect. Beautiful. Good awareness from K-Dop to know that that shot was coming in. And where is Fairy Peak? He's pushing at mid here because he knows the momentum's in the team's favor. He's not too shy. He's not playing all the way back here where he can't make a difference. Fairy Peak does a great job challenging this ball. Now, in Diamond, this would be something where we'd never challenge because you're still the last man back. But this is where the trust of the teammates come in. He knows K-Dop's not going to be selfish and try and read this ball even though he has no angle. He knows Scrub Killer's not going to just hang around the goal looking for a freebie. He can take this ball knowing that his teammate is going back and ready to defend in case it goes sour. Okay, Scrub did hang around the goal actually. And this was great because now that Fairy Peak's got that shot, K-Dop is the third man back, so he's got that responsibility. You could argue this is a pretty dangerous play because that all three of them are up here with no man back. But that's just probably the ability of an RLCS pro to read the momentum of that ball and know that these players don't have a boomer angle at any point. So let's see what happens now. That bounces up. They've lost the possession. The shot opportunity's gone. And they're going to head back. Now, look at this communication. Fairy Peak and Scrub Killer are in the exact same position here. What do you think is the one thing that makes Scrub Killer and Fairy Peak decide who goes back and who continues challenging? Could it be that Fairy Peak just got the 100 boost here? That Scrub Killer is low on boost. Fairy Peak is loaded and ready to challenge? Most likely. K-Dop's still coming down from his hit. And now that Scrub Killer got that mid boost, he is ready to challenge again with K-Dop rolling back as well. K-Dop likely sees this ball, gets over their head. He's back already. Look at that. He was going to go for boost here. You can see by his trail, his direction. Right here. Going for that boost. As soon as he sees that ball gets past Scrub Killer, boost doesn't matter. Boost over ball is the worst idea. He heads back to net. He knows Scrub's still on that ball, so he's going to play back. Let's see what Fairy Peak does. Scrub Killer does a great job just immediately clearing it out. Unfortunately, right into Magnus. And now, this is a curious situation where Diamonds would probably stumble quite a bit because you have a ball heading kind of in between the two of them. And is it Fairy Peak's ball or is it K-Dop's ball? So this will be interesting to see who takes it. Fairy Peak does. He reads the bounce. Likely good communication there to stop that. K-Dop, awesome patience here. He's not jumping up, airballing it like an oftentimes player would in a panic scenario. He's waiting because he knows he needs to wait until that moment where it bounces off the wall to get that angle. Great patience. Now this is just Grand Champ readiness that Fairy Peak was even there for that touch the moment it came. Look at Scrub Killer here. The momentum isn't completely shifted yet, so he's gone back into goal to defend. But now that they're gaining momentum, he'll likely come out, play mid while K-Dop gets ready for a pass. Let's see if that turns out. Yep. So Fairy Peak hits the inbounds, K-Dop tries to redirect, Scrub Killer is playing mid with momentum moving forward in case he needs to. And that turns out to be a goal. Nice. I'm playing this at 50% speed because it's Grand Champ gameplay level. I can't keep up at one-time speed. Interesting kickoff strategy here. Scrub Killer's going for it. Fairy Peak's cheating up. Just like the first kickoff, actually. Two cheated up and one went for boost. So, why did K-Dop choose this boost and not the far boost? Likely because it's closer, but also because with Scrub hitting this, the ball is most likely going to bounce this direction anyway. So that's good awareness for K-Dop to say, hey, my kickoff man is on the right, the ball is probably going to go to the left. That doesn't turn out anyway because the ball comes forward. So Scrub Killer keeps the play. Fairy Peak with a good pressure scenario here. So Fairy Peak doesn't necessarily have a read on the ball, but him charging this makes Magnus hit the ball quickly instead of controlling it. And whereas K-Dop playing mid again and also ready to get this shot. So now this might be a scary place for Diamonds as well because you think, well, I'm third man back. I can't hit this in case you know, we have a 50-50 and then they gets by me and then it's an open goal. But he's got the trust in his teammates. Fairy Peak is heading back already. Scrub Killer's trying to regain control after his hit. And then this will be interesting to see who takes this ball. Fairy Peak should take it because he's got the better angle. Scrub doesn't even try because he knows it's not his ball. Great patience, great sharing attitude. Again, rotations happening. K-Up going back. Scrub Killer pushing forward. Interesting that Scrub Killer decides to stop and turn before this ball is even hit because he's able to read that it's a 50-50 loss and they need to regroup. K-Dot playing back, trying to read where that ball might bounce if it goes sour. Scrub Killer with a great hit. Now, Fairy Peak, knowing he's used up all of his probably all of his boost and momentum trying to hit that ball, he's rotating back and giving K-Dop a chance to attack now instead of keeping K-Dop stuck at the midline. So K-Dop's going to turn back now with enough boost. Ah, it's interesting here. Once Fairy Peak got, I'm guessing he might have got that boost right on spawn, because he seems to have a ton of it now. A little bit of chaos midfield. Amazing hit by Scrub Killer to take the momentum off the ball. Alright, time to pause this recording.